he's always so concerned if we ever have a couple extra pennies in the coffer, how we're gonna give it back to the community. And he's constantly thinking, where can we put it? This was given to us, we're stewards of the money. Now let's put it back into the community and make it work.
Jim can see the big picture, and while he's telling us what the big picture is, he's got the uncanny ability to lead us through the maze to get to that final goal. His contribution over the years is just enormous. His fingerprint is on everything that we've accomplished in the last 15 years.
We just love him and appreciate everything that he does for us and quietly does for us.
You know, I know I'm his wife. I could be a little prejudiced, but I know that I'm very proud of him. The way he's worked at his job, but also how he's given to the community all these years. And I know his children are so very proud of him too.
I often think that if he had been on the Titanic, it would not have sunk because Jim, you know, is a problem solver, and he would have figured out a way to save the ship.
I can recall early years, Tom and I wrestled quite a bit with finances where we were having difficulty getting accurate reports, and Jim stepped in.
Yeah.
And right from the get-go,
Right.
he was there.
Yeah, day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jim has been such a perfect role model for our children and now for our grandchildren, because he continues to give in his work with love, in his work in the churches. He's just continuing, and our grandchildren see that and our children see that, and they're also proud of him, as I am proud of him, and we thank him for being a wonderful husband, father, grandfather, and citizen.
But Jim, to me, is really a great friend, and we've been friends for probably 50 years. And I knew him, we were friends when we were in grade school together. And I know Jim is a loving, devoted husband, a good provider. He's honest, loyal, dedicated, a good listener, and as Barb said, a very good problem solver.
I've known Jim since back at the time at the Bank of Burlington many years ago, and we served on the Hospital Foundation board together for about 15 years. When Jim says mercy, that's his ultimate swear word. And once in a while you get the mercy out of him, then things aren't going very well.
And he's a man of many gifts, a gifted man. As you said, you know, he can build a house, he can run a bank, he can sing, and he sings in church, and he sings in a band, and he can play a mean game of golf, and he plays cards well. So he can do so many things, and he continues to do that. He certainly is an inspiration.
He learned a lot on his own. He didn't have the opportunity to attend college, yet he made president of the bank. To this day, he always says, well, I wish I could have gone to college. He didn't have the money, his parents didn't have the money to send him. But he worked himself up from down in the basement up to the top position. Yeah, he did. And he has been playing musical instruments since he was young. He took accordion lessons when he was like 12 years old.
Okay.
He started playing in a band when he was about 16. So he played in many dance bands, party bands, with a lot of different men that he played with, usually 3-piece bands. We donated our music at Night Train for a few years, 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
We donated our music at church festivals, and the girls were singing with us, so it was kind of neat.
I know the love of music is something that I always admire about Jim, seeing that I sort of share that common thing. So that's always a fun thing to watch with Jim.
I can't think of anybody that's ever been more deserving of this award than Jim is. He makes he and Carolyn, people that know them personally, make our lives a lot richer than they would be certainly if we didn't know them. Every organization he's ever been in thrives. He's one of those go-to guys. no question about it.
Well, the Humanitarian of the Year award, when I think about it, was devised with Jim in mind. He and his family are doing everything they can to make this a better world, and I think we can all learn from that.
Service before self. And I thought, well, that really, fits him.
I don't think I've ever seen a man, a human being, so concerned about underprivileged and those that are not as fortunate as we are. His devotion to everything that he does, his family, his community, Love Inc. is just outstanding.
He's a compassionate giver to the community, to love, to his family, to his church, to charities around the world. I don't know any more well-rounded individual in terms of his compassion for others.
I'm thankful that he's been involved in the community, that the way he's been, that he's been such a fixture here at Love, that he's helped Bill and Dina and everyone at Love, helped Love go from where we were as a smaller, loosely organized organization to where we're at today. Without that consistency, without that thread, without the pride that he has in what he does, I don't know that Love Inc. would be where it is today.
He's just an inspirational leader to us and the backbone of what we do. Every time a decision is made, well, if you talk to Jim about it, he's our strength.
He is so authentic, and he's so sincere, and he's so trustworthy, and so credible. All those really strong qualities that make a person, that touch your lives in ways that, that last a lifetime.
I see him as a loving, giving husband, father, grandfather, and yes, he's given a lot to the community, but he's given to his family too, and he continues to do that. If someone in the family needs some help, he'll say right away, just let me know. I'll help you. So I guess I can't feel more proud today. I feel so proud hearing all these comments today. I feel like, oh my heavens, that's my husband. What a blessing he is to me, and I just thank God for him. And just, I feel overjoyed, and I'm so proud that he's going to win this award.
Jim and Carolyn, Lori and I have laughed together, we've cried together, and we're a lot better off with him around here than we would be without him.